This is Gohan from Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super, Superhero. Is that all you've got? Well, okay then. Guess it's my turn. You're watching Damon. What If?
Krillin has gotten his potential unleashed from the Grand Elder of Namek, and after his gigantic power boost, he knows that Gohan would benefit from this as well. He flies with Gohan back to the Grand Elders, and when they almost arrive, they sense Vegeta barreling towards them. Krillin tells Gohan he'll buy him some time, and he needs to go to the Grand Elders right now to get stronger. Gohan flies off to the Grand Elders, with Guru placing his hand on his head and sensing the incredible potential in this boy. He has latent power that exceeds anything he's ever felt before in his life. What is this boy? Gohan shyly asks if Guru can hurry, as Vegeta is right outside, so Guru readies himself for this tremendous task and unlocks all of Gohan's hidden potential. Gohan explodes in power, with all of his power being unlocked from inside. He explodes into Mystic Gohan, the form of ultimate potential, until Guru pushes even further, unleashing Gohan's maximum potential, the Beast transformation. The insane energy shakes the entire planet, with even Goku able to feel it from space. Krillin and Vegeta step back from outside, sensing the overwhelming energy. Vegeta assumes that it must be Frieza in there, but to his surprise, Gohan steps out of the house looking extremely different. Even Krillin is pretty scared to look at him, as he looks a lot different than he thought. His potential unlock was great, but this is on a whole other level. With Gohan's power overwhelming everybody's senses, they're unable to sense that the Ginyu Force are coming towards the planet. So they just were able to land on the planet and get their orders from Frieza, but right as they arrive, they detect a huge power level, so their scouters explode. The group wonder how that can be possible, as these are literally the newest models. Frieza tells them to go off towards where the energy was immediately and get the Dragon Balls as fast as they can. The Ginyus comply and fly off towards the Grand Elder's home. Vegeta collapses to his knees, staring at Gohan. This power, it has to be the legendary Super Saiyan. Kakarot's brat has become the legendary Super Saiyan and not him? How can this be? The Ginyus arrive at the tower and are blown back by the sheer pressure of Gohan. Ginyu tells them not to worry, they're the mighty Ginyu Force, nothing can defeat them. Gohan smiles and tells them to come try it. Guldo attempts to use the telekinesis to freeze Gohan in place, but he's unable to. And faster than anybody can see, Guldo is already dead, disintegrated by one hit. Recoome punches Gohan right in the chest, with Gohan not moving an inch. Gohan grabs Recoome's hand, asking if that's all he's got. Well, okay then. Guess it's his turn. Gohan then kicks a hole right through Recoome's chest, killing him instantly. Jason Birder then barrage Gohan with a flurry of punches and kicks, which each one of them connecting, but doing nothing to the boy. He flicks them away with ease, blowing both of their heads off. Ginyu flies back in fear, unleashing his body change technique on Gohan, with Gohan tanking the hit and just saying he doesn't feel like changing bodies. So Gohan powers through the body swap and fires a simple ki blast at Ginyu, blowing him up and ending the entire Ginyu Force in 2 seconds. Krillin's jaw has dropped seeing Gohan's power, with Vegeta straight up fainting. Gohan turns and smiles at Krillin, saying, "That was too easy. With this power now, he's gonna go end Frieza quickly." Gohan moves so fast it looks like teleportation, and he is instantly on top of Frieza. Frieza screams out, moving back and firing a death beam at the boy. Gohan tanks the hit, saying that was nothing. He already took out those goons from earlier, and he'll be no different. He's going to get revenge for all the Namekians he killed. Frieza powers up into his second form, rushing Gohan, but Gohan just pokes him in the chest, sending him flying into a nearby mountain. Frieza bursts out of the rubble in his third form and begins to shoot many more death beams at the hybrid, but Gohan just literally walks through them all unfazed. Frieza finally erupts into his final form and goes to punch Gohan in the face, breaking his whole arm in the process. Frieza screams out in pain, with Gohan laughing hysterically. Frieza bursts with his 100%, with Gohan just blasting right through his chest like it's nothing. Frieza's body explodes, with Gohan yawning that, too easy. Goku's ship lands on Namek, with him immediately going over to Gohan and gawking over how powerful he's become. Gohan hugs his dad and says that he avenged Mr. Piccolo, and now they can bring everybody back. Vegeta lets his Dragon Balls go, as he knows if he tries to fight Gohan, he'll be killed instantly. So the group summon Purunga and wish to revive Piccolo. With Piccolo revived, Kami's revived too, and yada yada yada, normal Dragon Ball shit. and since they only really needed that one wish from Purunga, they use the next wish to send them all back to Earth, with them saying goodbye to the Grand Elder and thanking him for making Gohan the most OP character in the franchise. Back on Earth, Goku and Piccolo train with Gohan, trying to learn what this new power is and how it's possible he got so strong. Literally nobody's a match for Gohan, and it's pretty hard to train to somebody so out of your league, but Goku's Goku, so he manages his best, and even manages to achieve his Super Saiyan form after training Gohan for just like 5 seconds. Future Trunks arrives to warn the group about the androids, and make sure to give Goku his heart virus medication. Gohan is pretty surprised learning he was killed in the future, like, how? So that means that these androids are something else to be able to defeat the power. Trunks doesn't have any idea what he's talking about, since his Gohan is only able to achieve normal Super Saiyan. Gohan shows off the beast form to Trunks, which causes him to have a heart attack. How did Gohan get this strong? This is way stronger than his Gohan, and any power that he's ever felt before in his life. He asks Gohan to come to the future with him, as with that power, he can defeat his androids. Oh man, I can love voice cracks! So he can defeat his androids. Gohan is up to the challenge, so follows Trunks back to the future. Once he shows up, Trunks leads him to the androids 17 and 18, and the two don't have any idea who this kid is, but just that he's probably a Saiyan based on that wacky ass hair. They don't get to make jokes for long, as Gohan wipes him each out in one blow. It says that wasn't much of a challenge. Trunks is astonished by Gohan's power, and asks him where he got it. Gohan says that when he was on Namek, he got his potential unlocked by the Grand Elder, and this is apparently like all that latent potential that he has. Trunks wanted to find Namek to see if he can get this power for himself, but since Guru is already dead in Gohan's timeline, he's definitely dead in this one too. But that's alright, the future is saved now, so he should be able to go good from here. Trunks thanks Gohan a lot for his help and tries to go back in time again to return home, but there isn't enough fuel in the machine, so they're gonna have to wait a while. Gohan doesn't really mind, as that means he can just help clean up the future here, and train up Trunks in the meantime. Gohan sticks around for 3 years in the future, since that's how long it takes to get the fuel, and in these 3 years, Gohan has been able to push Trunks to his absolute limit in power, allowing Trunks to achieve the ass-pull power of Super Saiyan Rage. With Trunks OP as hell now, he's set for any other threat that comes his way. The time machine is refueled, with Gohan and Trunks returning to the past right as Android 19 and Trunny arrive. The two jump in to help Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta against the two, and easily wipe them out, but are confused since these aren't the androids in the future. They travel to Jiro's lab to figure out what happened and find that these androids are still locked in their pods, so they're gonna have to destroy them. Gohan tells Trunks that they kinda don't have to though, since that Bulma can just reprogram them while they're still in here, and if anything happens, then they can just blow them up. So they just take 16, 17, and 18 to Bulma, with her fixing them up by removing the bombs in their bodies and taking out all of Jiro's programming to just make them normal people. Trunks is happy that things turned out so good here, and thanks Gohan for all of his help as he returns to the future. The group celebrate Gohan's return to their time, until they're interrupted by the appearance of Perfect Cell, who has absorbed a good 17 and 18, and is here to take over the planet. Gohan punches him in the chest to make him puke at the androids, and then blasts him into nothing with a Masenko. So, with that small little distraction out of the way, the group continues their celebration. So with all that out of the way, basically 7 years pass with just everybody training, with Goku and Vegeta achieving Super Saiyan 3 through training with Gohan, and having completely mastered the form, pushing it beyond their limits. Babidi and Dabura arrive on the scene to reawaken Majin Buu, but, you know, they get fucked pretty fast. So that with that pretty much out of the way, Gohan becomes like Earth's hero, and Videl's like, oh shit, this dude hot as fuck, so he gets her pregnant. With Pan. So Beerus shows up on a planet looking for Super Saiyan God, you know, as he does, with Gohan not letting him ruin Bulma's birthday party, and battles Beerus with all he has. Beerus is shocked at Gohan's power, and that this is the strongest warrior he's ever faced in his life. Gohan is surprised as well, as nobody has ever given him a challenge in this form, and here he is, not being able to end a fight in one blow, like he has been the entire series so far. The two have an immense battle of gods, with the two being evenly matched, and Gohan might even be stronger than him. Beerus himself has to stop the fight, and he congratulates Gohan on being the strongest warrior in the universe, since not many people can best a god of destruction. He'd make a pretty good story himself. Gohan says that he doesn't care about destruction, but thanks him for the offer anyways, and he's free to chill out and eat pudding with them. Beerus and Gohan become besties and vibe together, with Gohan learning more of the Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego that Beerus has, which he thinks are pretty cool, but he's set with Beast. But maybe like Goku and Vegeta can learn those forms, since they only have Super Saiyan 3? With his advice, Beerus and Whis trained the two, and with Goku and Vegeta having gotten so strong through training with Gohan anyways, they're able to access these two forms pretty quickly and get powerful enough to finally provide a good spar with Gohan. Eventually, Frieza gets revived and trains for 4 months to get his golden form and his revenge on Gohan. but he doesn't even make it to Gohan, as Goku and Vegeta wipe him out in no time flat in their new forms. Eventually, the Universe 6 tournament kicks off, with Gohan not competing due to his conference still, and this gets Beerus pretty ticked off, but Gohan tells him that, yo, his dad and Vegeta got this, so things will go fine. But he really needs to show off, like, whatever Gohan does, because I have no idea what Gohan's scholarness is, except that he looks at, like, Super Saiyans, or whatever. I don't know, bro, I just work here. Goku and Vegeta sweep the tournament, with Vegeta eventually winning it all in the end with his ego, which leads to Zamasu deciding to take his body instead, so he can try to access the divine Ultra Ego form. He ends up wishing to take Vegeta's body, but just not going unnoticed by Goku and Gohan, because, like, in the main timeline, why would Vegeta not sense Goku dying, and Goten and Chi-Chi dying? I don't know, Future Trunks' arc is freaking whack, I don't know. But in this timeline, Goku and Gohan are like, yo, what's this? So they go to fight him. But since he just got this body, Black can barely access the normal Super Saiyan form and not even get Rose or Ego. So he gets beaten in record time by the father-son duo, and Vegeta is able to get his body back from the Earth Dragon Balls. Next we move on to the Tournament of Power, with Goku still wanting to revive Frieza, so we can have a challenge for some reason. But also we get Super Saiyan 3 Goten and Trunks entering too, since Gohan's training influence has rubbed off on them, so they're able to become somewhat relevant and get Super Saiyan 3. So with them entering too, the tournament is even more of a clean sweep, and literally Jiren is no threat at all, with him probably getting bodied by, like, I don't know, Goten. I don't know where. Broly is brought back to Earth too after Frieza picks him up, because Frieza was revived too after the tournament, because why not? And he gets beaten around by Goku, Vegeta, and MUI and Ultra Ego, and so he just gets to vibe on Earth as a dad now, because he never got to go insane. Eventually, when Moreo happens, Moro's able to rise to power and drain Goku and Vegeta's energy, making him, like, stronger than ever. But once him and his forces head to Earth, Gohan completely stomps them all. Even with Moro's new energy, Gohan is able to just negate that and be like, yeah, I don't really think so. So he just fires a special beam cannon at him in the face, and making it so that him and 7-3, like, never even have to fuse. Since Moreo is gone, 7-3 is not captured by the Heaters, since he's just dead, so the Heaters wouldn't be able to find out about the Saiyans on Earth. But Granola would still find out that Frieza is back, so he can use Manito's Dragon Balls and wish to become the strongest in the universe, making him even stronger than Chadhan. He tracks down the Heaters, kills them, and then tries to find Frieza, but he's back in black now, so kills Granola pretty quickly, and now Frieza wants to head to Earth to get his revenge on Gohan. But before that, Cell beats him to it, since now Cell Max is a thing, and it's way more powerful than before, due to everybody else being around now too. Goku, Vegeta, and Broly have to get in on the fight too, with all of them working together to try to take down Cell Max. Gohan and Broly have the best growth in all of them, so the two eventually will be like, we're on Cell Max enough to kill him for good. Though it takes a bit, and unfortunately ends with both of the Gammas having given their lives to take him down. With Cell Max gone, Frieza decides now it's time for him to step in and take down Gohan himself, so they can have their rematch and see which one is truly stronger. Frieza comes down to fight Gohan, with Gohan flicking him away because, like, it's Gohan. He's the main character of the series. Like, he's too good. He's too good! So he just basically is like, oh, bye, Frieza! And flicks him away, and Frieza just dead for good this time. Yeah, after that, there's really nothing else in the series. So yeah, if you guys couldn't tell, I kind of improvised most of that because this is April Fool's. But yeah, so that's what would happen if Gohan went beast on Namek, because literally all the freaking stupid-ass what-ifs of like, oh yeah, Goku, what if Goku was born with mastered Ultra Beast Instinct? So yeah, this is what would fucking happen. This is what would happen. Why do those videos get so many views? Why do they get millions of freaking views after it's just common fucking sense? I don't get it! I don't fuck April Fools!
Like and subscribe for more Super Saiyan content.